Now, it's time to build a business from home.
Now here in New York City, a state of emergency declared as well.
Turmoil on Wall Street amid the coronavirus outbreak.
There's no treatment known. There's no vaccine.
Panic is rippling through the global stock market.
Stay home as much as you possibly can.
In those
What's beautiful about network marketing is you get all the benefits of being an owner without all the headaches and without the same level of risk. I'm a big fan of network marketing, always have been, and you continue to grow your skill set.
So I'm a tremendous believer in network marketing, and I'm a great believer in entrepreneurs.
The reason Kim and I endorse network marketing is because unemployment keeps going through the roof, wages keep coming down. That's why we endorse it.
there are possibilities, there are opportunities. Are you prepared? What is your plan B?
Einen wunderschönen guten Abend, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Unity Global Run call tonight. My name is Danien Feier, and of course, you knew that. And I'm so excited and honestly so pumped about tonight, because tonight we have a very special call. So many things have happened those last few days. So many things are growing. So many things are in preparation. And tonight we have a call that I've been waiting on for a long time, because tonight we're going to have the pleasure of meeting my actual sponsor. So for those of you that just joined the team, for those of you that just got into the business, it's Calvin Beccera, ladies and gentlemen. But before we're going to hear from Calvin Beccera, I will show you our brand new Unity Global epic momentum video. So enjoy this.
So there's one thing I want you to remember. Pressure creates diamonds.
You need to work. You need to be persistent. You cannot expect to be successful in this business by doing nothing.
Take that decision to go out there and to make it happen. And I want you to make that sound on how much you'd be willing to give everything you got. On 3, I want you to celebrate that new life. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Yes, exactly, that's it. Hashtag 2 million CV. He is in fear. This is the month, the run of your life, April 2020. And without further ado, I want to promote to panelists my sponsor, the fastest millionaire back then in Monavie, who then attracted me into the business. And since we've been building this business like brothers for the last almost 11 years now. And I hope, Calvin, you're here. I hope you can see me, you can hear me. There he is, right there. And honestly, I'm so pumped, honestly, to have you online, Calvin. So speak to everybody. The call's in English, and super great to meet you.
All right, thanks, Danien. You guys fired me up, man. The work ethic over there, Unity Global Europe and the Middle East, is off the Richters, man. It's crazy. That video you just showed all of us, man, that's like life-changing right there. I told you the feeling I got, goosebumps, I mean, chills from the top of my head to the bottom of my toes, man. It's incredible. And then Bobby's video that he had produced, man, that's incredible. And I was looking on there, and, you know, when you watch that video, you think of how the world right now is panicking, how people are scared, how people are hiding literally in the shadows, waiting for their prime minister or their president to say, you can come out of the house, waiting for their bosses or the owners of their companies to say, come back to work. They're scared. And we're just moving and shaking. That's what we're doing. It's not even phasing us. You know, when I look at the stock market, all I see is green, baby. All I see is green. No losses here. When I look at the futures market, I'm here. I'm just telling you the truth. The futures market, all you see is green, right? And that's all we see is green, right? Network marketers, us that are building a business from home. So, I mean, I just want to share with you guys my excitement today. I don't want to share with you any reservations. Nothing's holding me back. We have the biggest window of opportunity we've ever had in network marketing right here, right now. And that's the belief I want to take from me to all of the viewers here today on this webcast. And I can see there are over 300 people and climbing right now. That's amazing. You tell me what business is doing something like this right now. You tell me what business or what company are having Zooms every single day of the week, 4 or 5 times a day of the week with 200, 300, 500, 1,000 people at a time. There's nothing else. I mean, this business, home-based business, is bulletproof. It's bulletproof. You know, and it takes times like the times we're in right now for the entire world to see it. And we're the ones that get to show it to them. So that's why I'm so excited.
That's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Calvin. And, you know, it is crazy because we got people on here tonight, not only from Germany. This usually is our German run call, but whenever we have international guests, we invite everybody. So I want everybody to write in the chat where you are logging on from, especially if you're not from Germany, Austria, Switzerland, but of course, also all my German-speaking friends. So we got people here everywhere. Come on, put it in. Vienna, Germany, New Zealand, baby, Munich, Switzerland, Namibia we had before, Iceland.
That is crazy.
Zimbabwe, welcome, welcome, welcome. Miami, Frankfurt. Nice, nice, nice. So I don't know, Calvin, I think your connection is...
Hey, where's Wuppertal at?
Where's Wuppertal at? I don't know. Where's Wuppertal at?
Okay, it should be good now.
Okay, okay.
We
yeah,
good?
yeah. So we got Milan. Yeah, you're good now. Okay, we got Berlin.
Okay.
Nice. New Zealand. Okay. Anybody from Wuppertal? Nobody from Wuppertal. So that's what happened. We got Afghanistan.
The people from Wuppertal that were in your business before, they're all moving on up, bro. They're in more beautiful places now. Afghanistan, heck yeah.
All right,
vacation
guys.
capital of the world. Heck, nooks and crannies of the planet. I'll be in Wuppertal in 20 minutes, someone said. That's awesome, man. All right, Danien, so you just want me to go for it right now?
Yes, just go ahead. Just take it away.
All right, let's do it, guys. Okay, so first I want to share I got to stand up for this because I'm so excited right now. So I got to stand up. You guys don't know my energy. I know Danien does, and the other people have been part of our team, but I can't stand still, and I'm just excited for this call. So I want to start by just sharing with you guys my story in network marketing. And I don't want to tell my story from start to finish, from when I was a kid to when I get older. When you guys see me do keynote speeches on stage, you'll hear me integrate some of that story. But I want to talk about my story today from a perspective of where I started. And I want to compare it to where we are today, because I think that's really, really important, okay? So basically, I'm going to take this to gallery view so I can see all your beautiful faces here. All right, we have it here. Okay, good. So basically, I started in this business in 2007. All right, I started this business in 2007 when the economy in the United States had crashed. I mean, literally everybody I knew had lost their jobs, and in the cul-de-sac, in the neighborhood I lived in, everybody's homes were either being foreclosed, taken by the bank, or they're trying to short sell their homes to the bank because they're losing their homes. I mean, the economy was turned upside down, and people needed options. Okay, people weren't prepared with a plan B. People were losing their plan everything, their plan A. And a neighbor of mine had shared with me this concept of network marketing. You know, being passionate and getting behind a set of products and getting behind a company and painting a vision for people right now that needed something in order to get back their life, in order to attain their lifestyle they had lost, in order to fill the gaps with the income they were losing right now because they needed something. And I remember my neighbor had shared with me this business and this company, and I was skeptical, just like any other normal person. You know, I didn't believe in whatever he was doing. I thought he was a door-to-door salesman. I didn't know what he was doing, you guys. I was in the mortgage and real estate business. I was in like a professional industry before network marketing. I'd been the first one in my family to graduate from college. I was a student of the real estate profession. I was a sponge, and I became one very successful person here in Southern California, United States. But when the economy crashed, so did my business. My business was dependent on my economy in where I lived. Something completely different than network marketing, where you can build a business and have it dependent on multiple economies and not worry if one crashed because other ones were up. Well, I only had a single economy business like most people do. And I lost everything. I was still going to work every day, but I was working literally 10 to 20 times as hard to make 25% of the income I was used to making. So can you guys imagine that? I mean, I was slaving away at my job to barely be able to make any bills or pick and choose which bills I can pay this month. And my neighbor stayed persistent with me. And for 3 weeks, he shared with me the concept of network marketing. He shared with me some products, and he shared with me, more importantly, his vision of where this business would take him. Because he wasn't a professional in the industry. He wasn't this $1 million income earner. He'd only been in the business for 9 weeks, you guys. That's it. 9 weeks. And I went to a meeting, right? He finally got me to go to a meeting, and I was the only one there. He took me to his friend's home. He sat me on a couch, and he pressed play on a video. And in 15 minutes, I saw the business for what it was. Instead of listening to this guy share with me who the company was, I listened to the company itself, and that was powerful to me. They put together an incredible marketing video and shared with me the products, the company, the owners, but most important, successful people. On that video, I listened to a girl, her name was Holly, and she had said, I've never done network marketing before. This is the first time I've ever done network marketing. I put 40 people into my business, and today I have a team of over 4,000, and I'm financially free because of this business. And I thought, man, it does work. It must work. She gave me the recipe for success that would continue to be the recipe for the next 13 years of me being involved in network marketing. I said yes that night to network marketing, not knowing a single thing about how to do what I needed to do in order to get to where I wanted to go. I knew nothing, you guys, okay? I just said yes. I got excited to talk to everybody I knew and then more, and then I figured it out. Just like Eric Worre, Mr. Network Marketing himself, says you need to do 3 things when you see a business like this. Say yes, tell the world, and then figure it out. Right? Without even hearing that man's words, that's exactly what I did. And look where I am today. Right? I said yes to network marketing, and I learned everything about network marketing, not from any of my successes in this business, not from the people that told me yes, not all of my wins. I learned how to do this business from all of the failures, from all of the no's. I learned how to come back and readjust or reapproach the next person the right way. I learned what to say the next time someone said something like this to me. I learned how to respond the next time someone asked me that question that I didn't know how to answer before. I learned how to take the conversation deeper the next time with the next newest person. I learned and learned and learned after I practiced and practiced and practiced, and I became very, very successful. And in my first 8 months, in my first network marketing company, I became the youngest millionaire in my company. Why? Because I had a work ethic that no one else could match. Okay? I went and worked my freaking face off, and I failed the heck out of this business. I failed more than anyone else did, but I was willing to fail because through my failures, I learned of my expectations. And through my expectations, I was able to put together an action plan to become successful, you guys. That's what it was. And in 8 months, I became the youngest millionaire in my company. Now, I'm not going to tell you that was the end of my story because that was the beginning of my story in network marketing, right? Just because you built it once doesn't mean you're not going to build it again. In any business you start, it doesn't matter whether it's network marketing or a traditional business, you're going to have to build your business and rebuild your business and rebuild your business and rebuild your business until it's molded just right. And then you can watch the fruits of your labor pay off for the rest of your life. That's network marketing. Creating a business over time that pays you over and over and over and over again, whether you're awake or whether you're asleep. That's what I was able to build in my business, you guys. And I rebuilt my business again a second time and a third time and a fourth time. I'm telling you guys, the magic number for me was 7 years, okay? That was the magic number for me. It was 7 years of building this thing until literally I was able to tell myself I don't have to do anything ever again. Now, mind you, I still build my business. I lead by example. I still sponsor people each and every year. But by year 7, I realized this thing was cooked, right? The cake was baked. This thing was built. And I realized there was nothing else I could have done over the last 7 years at the 7-year point that could have brought me to where I was at in my life at that 7-year mark. There's no job I could have ever started. There's no business I could have started at any time that could have done what this business can do in 7 years. So I'm just telling you guys, right? Have a long-term vision. 7 years flies by like that. Everybody wants overnight success. They want to grab the winning ticket in network marketing. They want to have the best sponsor in the business, and they think success is just going to fall in their lap because their sponsor is Danien, or their sponsor is Fabian, or their sponsor is any other diamond or ruby or emerald in our business. It's not going to happen that way, right? When you work hard, what I learned about this business is the harder I worked and the more I worked, when you work hard, success finds you. When you work hard, success finds you, and success found me, right? And that was the thing. And my story, that first year in network marketing, revolved around a time that everybody was depressed, a depressed economy, when everybody thought the world was falling apart, when the stocks dropped to zero, when the banks failed, when people lost their homes, when people lost their jobs, when there was no hope. That's when this business thrived, right? This business went out and gave hope to people. And that's why in my first year I became the youngest millionaire. Fast forward to today, 13 years later, I have the life that most people dream about. I've been able to create duplication in my business at the highest levels, even to the point of passing me in this business. Danien Feier this month is going for his triple diamond, right? And we're all working hard to help him get there. But I'm just saying that's duplication. That's real success, right? That's the creator level, you know, of leadership, which I want to talk to you guys in just a couple minutes. But I'm just telling you guys, 13 years later, I've been waiting for a window of opportunity like I had that very first year in network marketing. And I thought it would never, ever come. Like I was just at the right time, at the right moment, in the right place. And I didn't know that 13 years later, we would have a window of opportunity like we do right now, right? 13 years later, I see that right now our world is going through this pandemic. Everybody's panicking. People are losing their jobs again. People are missing their mortgage payments, their house payments, their car payments. The world is at a standstill. Someone just pressed pause on every single economy around the world. What is there left? It's network marketing. It's this home-based business, you guys. If this is when our business thrives. Literally, I have an identical situation that I had when I started in network marketing in 2007, but it's like that situation on steroids. Imagine everybody being locked in their home. I mean, I think that would be the network marketer's dream. The home-based business person's dream is to pray for a day that everybody is locked inside their home and forced to be in front of their computers or in front of their smartphones to work. That's what people are thriving right now. And it's all the home-based business people. It's us. It's network marketers. We have a day that everybody is literally locked inside their homes, stuck inside their homes, told not to leave for a period of time. And we have literally 4 times as many viewers, 4 times as much exposure as given time, right? And outside of this period right now, there are 0.7 to 1.9 billion people into Facebook, logged in on social media in front of their computer screens. And at any given time, there are 1.3 billion people logged in front of their smartphones. Today, during the pandemic, there are 4 times as many people. Literally billions and billions of people in front of their computers and their phones watching to see what the world is doing. And they're watching you expose your business. They're watching you have a growth mindset. They're watching you create unbelievable content. They're watching you share your business. They're watching you have these motivators get online and share with you their stories. Imagine the open window of opportunity you have right now. If you're not taking advantage of that, you lose. You lose. We will never, ever in our lifetime have another opportunity where the world is on pause. I was visiting my grandfather a week ago, and I said, Grandpa, have you ever had a time in your life that anything like this has happened? I was expecting he would say yes once when I was a kid, when I was a boy. He said never. Never. And it will probably never happen again in your lifetime. And I thought, I want to take advantage of every waking moment of this. I want to fill my calendar all day long with Zoom, 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 Zoom. You literally don't have to leave your house. The world will be forever changed after this moment in time. After this is all gone, the world will be forever changed because there will be people that say, I don't even have to leave my house to build this business. Even when the quarantine is over, we could say we can build our entire business online. This is exactly what they were talking about. The top leaders in our business were talking about was building a business from home from your computer. It's not just about high tech. You know, we don't have to build our network marketing business like they did 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. This is 2020. We're in the age of technology. What's different today than what I had in 2007? Well, let me tell you, I didn't have Zoom. Nobody I knew had a Facebook account. Nobody had Skype. Nobody had social media, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, TikTok. Nobody had any of those things, right? I didn't have population 7.5 to 8 billion behind my computer screen. I didn't even know what it was. I had population, whatever my city had, whatever a 3-hour driving distance had. It doesn't matter where you live today. It doesn't matter if you were locked in your house for the rest of your life. You have population 7.5 to 8.5 billion behind your computer screen. We all live in the same country, in the same city, on the same planet. It's called the World Wide Web. That's what I'm sharing with you guys. The opportunity is huge. Last month, the month of March, during a pandemic, when countries were struggling, people were dying by the thousands and thousands, we had the biggest month in our network marketing career. Do I have to repeat that again? Month of March. The biggest month in our network marketing career. And April can potentially break that record. Do you guys want to be a part of that? That's unbelievable. That is writing history. Imagine the people you can attract with just that story. When the world is panicking, when the world is asleep, when the pause button is pressed, we are flourishing. We have the play button. We are fast foot forwarding everything in our life. It's crazy, you guys. Just think about the opportunity you guys have right now to just run, have the biggest run of your life, create the best story, the biggest story. I was able to write history. 8 months, the youngest millionaire in my company. I was able to have that brand be imprinted on my back for the rest of my life. Whenever people introduce me, they share that story, how fast and how powerful it was. But I'm telling you guys, I give credit to the timing. I give credit to the industry. I give credit to the world economy. I give credit to all the problems that the world is facing at that time. That's why I was successful. But I proved myself after that first year as I rebuilt my business, and that I'm a real network marketing player in this industry. I have a work ethic. I can sponsor people. I can recruit people. I can build it the right way. I can develop leadership. I can mentor people. I can speak on stages. And that's what the development of Calvin Beccera was over the next 13 years to get me to where I am today. So I'm just telling you guys, today is incredible. Today is an incredible time. And you guys have the opportunity right now to do 2 different things. Build your business fast or build your business slow. And you get to decide how you want to do it. Fast or slow. Hey, it's up to you. It's not up to me. Look, I have people from all over the industry, other companies contacting me about the success our team's having from other companies, other leaders. It's crazy, you guys. Non-stop. The phones are ringing. But I'm just telling you, you guys have the opportunity to build it fast or build it slow. I remember I made the decision. And I remember making this decision with Danien 3 or 4 years after I joined this business when I talked to him. Do you want to build it fast or do you want to build it slow? And he said, Calvin, I want to build it fast. Okay. And I said, this is how you build it fast. Okay. There are 2 different ways. You can build your business scared too if you want, or you can build it honest. I wanted to build a business that didn't rely on me sponsoring thousands and thousands of people, or even personally sponsoring hundreds of people per year. I wanted to sponsor a certain amount of people, but sponsor them the right way, where they had skin in the game and they wanted to treat this thing like a business. And I remember my first year in network marketing, my first day watching a video when I heard that girl Holly say she sponsored 40 people to have a team of 4,000 and she was financially free. That's what I wanted. So I wanted to sponsor people the right way. I knew that there were different ways to enter this business, and I picked the biggest package. Why? Because I wanted people to treat this thing like a business. I wanted people to have to spend $1,000 or $2,000 so they would have a fire lit under their ass to treat this thing like a business and go all in. I wanted them to want to make that initial investment back so they can start profiting. I realized that the people who come in small, the people that play small, they don't treat this business like a business. They work it on Fridays and Saturdays, but they forget about Monday through Thursday and Sundays. I wanted people to build it right. I wanted people to build it fast. I wanted people to build it big. And I realized it only took me a small amount of people starting the right way, okay, doing a few simple things for me to become the youngest millionaire in my company. I enrolled 37 people my first year in network marketing. 37 people all joined the right way, right, with the equivalent of an ambassador package or above, all right? Half of those people went on to become executives, and 4 people treated it like a business. And from that, I had just over 4,000 people in my business, and I became the youngest millionaire in my company. It's because everybody was coming to the business the right way, with a serious first impression, with the serious first step, okay? And they were duplicating that and duplicating and duplicating that. So I built it fast. The team was small. I built it fast. The volume was big. And that's how we created success. You can build this thing the easy way, or you can build it the hard way. And I'm teaching you guys how to build it the easy right now. And I made a decision, you guys. So what I want to go over with you guys is some things that you need to really implement into your life, into your mindset, if you guys want to have incredible growth. If you guys want to have massive success and massive growth in your business, you're going to have to follow some of these things. And I know that you guys have incredible encouragers on your team, like Fitzner and Feier and Kufner. You have all these guys that are just going to, and Schweiger, and all these guys that are just going to tear it up for you guys and give you guys the motivation. But I'm just here to share with you guys my story. I'm here to transfer the belief in the industry from myself here in Southern California, in the United States, all the way to wherever you guys are at in the world right now, because that's what I needed. I need to believe. I need someone with a strong mindset, and I needed someone with the energy strong enough to pass it to me and come right into my body. And I know that we're all in our homes right now. We can't be at a live place right now, but I know that if it's powerful, if the energy's up, it can go right through my computer, right through yours, and into your heart, into your mindset right now. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I want to talk to you guys today really quickly to start off with techniques for massive growth. And I really think there are 4 techniques for massive growth, okay? The first thing is that you have to make a decision, okay? You guys already made the decision to join our team, but you have to make the decision to really be successful, to really have massive growth. You have to make the decision to have the biggest goals and the biggest dreams, bigger than any dream you've ever dreamed before. You can't just create goals and dreams based on the person you are right now. The person you are right now is not going to achieve anything in terms of the goals or dreams you set. You have to base dreams on the person you're going to become, the person you aren't right now, the person you have not become yet, the person you're going to go to work on becoming. Write dreams for that person. Write dreams for that person, okay? Make them big, make them giant, make them exponential, make them bigger than your wildest dreams, okay? And put those dreams into existence. See them in your vision. Put them in writing. Call them out. And then immediately go to work on becoming the person that is deserving on achieving those dreams. Immediately go to work on becoming the person that is deserving one day to capture all those dreams, to achieve all those goals, to conquer what you want to conquer. You see, when I started in network marketing, I was 25 years old. No experience in the industry. I had mentors that were twice as old as me. I had mentors that were 15, 20 years older than me. I had mentors that were in the industry for 20, 30 years. I had zero time in this industry. I had nothing in this industry. But you know what? I had big goals. I knew where I wanted to go. I knew what I wanted to accomplish. I knew what I wanted to achieve. And I wanted to treat this thing like a business, not like a hobby. All right? Hobbies cost you money. Businesses make you money. And that's a decision you have to make as well. But I had big dreams. I had dreams based on the person I was willing to become, the person I was willing to work for, work hard to become in order to get those dreams, in order to make over $1 million a year, multiple $1 million a year, in order to be financially free, in order to have the dream family and one day build the dream house and have the dream team and travel around the world and be recognized, not just in my company, but as one of the top people in the industry worldwide. Those were my dreams. And I immediately went to work on becoming those things. Forget the rank. Forget what I'm going to do this month in my business. Okay? I wanted the end result. I wanted the long-term goal. And I went to work on doing all those things. I remember watching all of the successful people in my company. I remember watching all the successful people in my industry on stage, and I began to watch them, and I began to listen to them speak, and I began to witness what they were doing in the field, in the industry, what they were doing with their teams. And I remember writing down all the character qualities that each of them had, all the similarities they all shared, all the successful people in the industry. What are their similarities? What do they do that's the same? And I remember writing a list of all those things. And I remember writing a list on the left side. On the right side, I wrote all the qualities of top leaders and professionals in this business. And then on the left side, I wrote all the leadership qualities that I didn't have yet, that I needed to get in order to be where these guys were. And I wrote down a list of qualities. I need to be good at public speaking. I need to be good at motivating people. I need to be great at leading a team. I need to be great at managing a team. I need to be able to prioritize, put my priorities on a list every single day. I needed to have daily rituals and habits that I didn't have yet. And I remember writing a list of all the things I needed to do. I needed to learn how to give a presentation. I needed to master the invitation. I needed to learn how to go out there and network on purpose beyond my original list I wrote. All of these qualities that I didn't have yet. I had the dreams. I had the goals. I had the vision. I had the want. But just wanting it, praying about it, isn't enough. Okay? God gives us the talents. God already had made us in his own form with the abilities that we aren't putting to use yet. So I said, I need to figure this thing out. I need to go to work. I need to use my abilities and sharpen my iron. I need to sharpen my sword, sharpen my axe. I need to figure these things out. And one by one, I set a goal of accomplishing all these things. I wanted to be a great public speaker. Okay. I remember my 4th week in network marketing. I wanted to be able to give my own presentation in front of 3 of my friends in my own home. I was scared to do that. I wanted to be able to show the plan, and I was scared to do that. Well, I'm not a good speaker. I'm not as good as my neighbor is. I'm not as good as my sponsor is. I can't do what he does. I can't do what she does. I can't do what they do. Okay, Calvin, well, you're going to have to figure out how to do it. And I went and checked the first thing off the list. And I remember I went online and I Googled how to become a great public speaker. How do I become good at speaking? How do I develop myself as a speaker? And I Googled it online, and then immediately what popped up was a class. An $800 seminar that I could take that was about 10 miles away from where I lived, 30 minutes drive, and I could take it on the weekend, and I can learn how to be a public speaker. So I paid $800 and took that class. Today, you can literally Google anything. You can learn as much as you can in your home right now, and you can watch any video for free. You can learn any technique for free. You can get any skill set for free. All the content is out there. This is a content world. In 2007, it was not yet. I had to go out and find it. I had to research it and go out and pay for those classes. And I went and took a class on Friday and Saturday. And I remember at the beginning of this class, they're teaching us how to be good at public speaking. They video recorded me. And they said, Calvin, answer these questions about yourself. Okay, great. Now tell us your story. And I explained, I answered, and they video recorded me. And then over the next 2 days, they taught us tips and techniques in order to be good at public speaking, how to put together a presentation, how to be short and effective, how to make eye contact, how to engage the audience, the energy you have to have when you're speaking. And I learned some techniques in 2 days. And at the end of the second day, they recorded me again and asked me those same questions they asked me the first day. And then they asked me to tell my story. And they recorded me and they let me watch each video side by side. And when I watched those videos, it was like night and day difference. I had transformed in 2 days. Now, I didn't leave that 2-day seminar and become this incredible public speaker overnight. That took years of practice. That took me trying and trying and trying. But guess what it did do for me? It changed my mindset. Everything about business and your success is about your mindset. What you allow yourself to believe, what you allow to go into your mind, or what you want to take out of your mind. I wanted to take out all of the negative beliefs about myself. And that day I was able to take out the negative belief that I was not a good speaker, that I could not do public speaking, that I could not do a presentation in front of my own peers. I was able to remove that limiting belief, and inside my mindset came, hey, Calvin, you took the class. You're qualified. I give you permission now to go speak. Sometimes you just got to take the class. Sometimes you got to pay for the course. Sometimes you got to take the seminar. Sometimes you got to read the books. Sometimes you got to watch the videos. Give yourself the belief that I passed that class. I read that book. I know the information. Now I can go out and do it. See, most of us don't give ourselves permission to do the things we need to do in order to have success in this business. But if you set on a path to writing out the things you want to accomplish and then figuring out how to achieve those things, you'll give yourself the permission now to do that. I have the permission to speak. I have the permission to go out and meet new people. I have the permission to start conversations. I have the permission to share the plan, right? I have the permission to say, I'm a network marketer. I have the mentorship, like all of those things. And that's what I did. I knew what my goals were. I made a decision on who I wanted to be, and I immediately went to work on becoming that person. I took personal development seminars. I took mastermind classes. I took NLP classes and certifications. You know, I watched what Danien was doing when he started. I started to imitate what he was doing when I got home. I did all of those things, and I checked each thing off the list so I could become bulletproof when I went out there and shared this business. So I can attract people into my life to say, man, I want whatever that guy has. I want to be a part of whatever that guy's doing. Like, that guy is inspiring. That guy is attracting me to want to know more about who he is. I became that person. If you were to look at me in 2007, you would see I'm completely different than the person I am today. I grew into that person. I went to work on becoming the person that deserves all the things I have today. My dream home, my dream family, my dream income, my dream team, my dream life. I didn't have that before. And some of you don't either, but you can get that when you make the decision to go all in and start immediately working on becoming that person you want to be 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now. It will happen for you. There's no other business that can do that. Make a decision. The second thing is develop a recruiting mindset. Okay? Develop a recruiting mindset, right? Your willingness to go out and talk to people has to be stronger than all of your insecurities. Okay? Your willingness to talk to people about this business, to show the plan, has to be stronger than all of your insecurities. You have to become different on the inside of network marketing than you are on the outside in your real life. Okay? You have to become someone completely different inside of this industry than you are outside in your own home, outside in your real life. Okay? Outside, I'm an extrovert. I'm afraid of talking to people. I'm shy. Danien knows this, right? One of my best friends, my brother in the whole entire world. I'm an extrovert. I'm afraid to talk to people. People have to introduce me in order for me to start a conversation. On the inside, I'm someone different, right? I'm Calvin Beccera, right? One of the top 15 network marketers worldwide, right? I've proven my place in this business. I can speak, I can motivate, I can mentor. That's who I am here. It's similar to an actor in a movie. When an actor gets a part in a movie, they become that part and they go into that character for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months until the movie's done, and they stay in character the entire time. I remember Kobe Bryant, my all-time favorite motivator, one of the best professional sports athletes in the world, NBA basketball player, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. He said, off the court, I'm Kobe Bryant. Right? I'm a husband. I'm a father. I love mentoring kids. I love making friends. But on the court, I'm the Black Mamba. Stay out of my way. I don't have any friends. I'm here to win. I'm here to conquer. I'm here to compete. That's what you have to do. You have to have that recruiting mindset. You have to have that mentality that you're here on a mission. You're here to attract people. You're here to change lives. Have a recruiting mindset that is stronger than any insecurity in your life. Erase those things. Become bulletproof. Build your belief. Right? Build your belief in everything. And then the third technique for massive growth is to make friends. The top network marketers, the top income earners in this business are great at making friends. They're great at meeting people. They're great at networking on purpose. They're great at attending events. They're great at doing things outside of their industry just to meet more people, to meet new people. They're aware of their surroundings. Every single day, they can go throughout their entire day and speak to 20 people they never met before. When other people go out the entire day, interact with people at the dry cleaner, the car wash, the restaurant, and they don't notice anybody the whole day. Not even noticing they interacted with all these people at the grocery store, at the shopping mall, at the dry cleaners, running errands, okay? At the children's school, at the sports practice. They say, what people? I didn't see any people. Successful people are incredible at being aware of the people they interact with every day. They make meaningful conversations. They make meaningful compliments. They're sincere. They're genuine. They're about building a network and networking on purpose. And when I talk about making friends, it's not about promoting their business or selling their products. It's about having meaningful conversations, building a deep, meaningful relationship. It's about listening more than talking about what you do or who you are, listening about who they are, because you're waiting for that window of opportunity to share your product, to share your business, to come up with a solution to a problem that you've identified through conversation. Maybe it's the first conversation, or maybe it's the 30th conversation. Down the road, there comes a time when you're going to be able to share with them what you have. But you can't do that if you're not making friends. Forget about the first list you had when you joined this business. Yes, I had friends and family too that I wanted to get involved in my business. I wanted them to make me a millionaire too, but that didn't happen. I was done with them after my first 2 months in the business. They were my practice. They were the grand opening of my business. They were there for the party and the free food. They were there to buy products and support me. But when it came to getting down for business, they were gone. My business started with my second list, when I had to go out there in the community and market my business and meet new people and network on purpose. That's when everybody's business starts. Doesn't matter whether it's network marketing or whether it's a traditional brick and mortar business. After the grand opening, you have to get going. You have to go out there and network and interact with the community and make new friends and meet new people and do different things. That's how you meet people, guys. Make friends. The fourth technique for massive growth is to develop positive habits, right? Develop positive habits. And it's really, really important to develop positive habits. I have a few right here that I could talk to you guys about. When it comes to developing positive habits, okay, it could be connecting with at least 1 or 2 new people a day. That should be there's 4 positive habits, actually. Let me tell you these things, okay? And as you grow as a leader in this business, your habits will grow. Your daily rituals will grow. But I'm going to give you 4 to start with, okay? The first one is connect with at least 1 or 2 people a day in your network. You should every single day be making connections with at least 1 to 2 new people a day in your network. Okay, that's your first habit. The second habit is online on social media while you're stuck in your home, while you're in front of your computer screen. Make 5 to 10 connections, meaningful connections with 5 to 10 people on Facebook, on Instagram. Scroll down your feed. I know most of us are about creating content and putting our own content out there, but I'm telling you, the only way you're going to get people to watch what you do or to follow you or be influenced by what you're doing is if you notice them. If you never notice them, they never notice you. The people that know who you are, they're the ones that follow you right now. But how about gaining 5 to 10 new followers every day? 5 to 10 unique followers every day? 5 to 10 people that never noticed you before? How about going through your list of friends that you've never ever seen? I don't even know. I have 3 different Facebook profiles, 5,000 friends on each, 100,000 followers. I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of them. You know the ones that I do know? The ones that comment on my pages, the ones that comment on my videos, the ones that comment on my posts. I don't know who they are, but when I see her name or his name make a meaningful comment, leave me a meaningful message that isn't robotic, that isn't salesy or pitchy, I remember their names. And as I'm feeding down my Facebook profile page at night, or once I'm bored at night looking down my Instagram, I remember, oh, he's the guy that left me the comment. Who is this guy? And I look at what he posted. Oh, she's the one that left me that message the other day. Who is she? Oh, look what she posted. They just gained a new follower, a millionaire in the network marketing industry, someone they didn't even know, they wouldn't expect, but I'm following them. Why? Because they're real and they're genuine, and they did something for me, and I'm reciprocating back. They made me notice them. How many people are you making notice you? How many meaningful connections are you making online every single day? I would probably guess close to 0. Make it a daily habit to connect with 5 to 10 people every single day. Sometimes they're going to be the same people. Make sure it's sincere. Make sure it's a real compliment. Make sure it's genuine. And make sure you really read their post or watch their content and leave them a great response back, because they're going to remember that. And they're going to remember you. And you're going to gain a new following after that. The third habit, okay, is introduce your business opportunity or products to at least one person in your network every day, to at least one person. Show the plan. Share the products with at least one person in your network every day. Now, top network marketing professionals, they do that many times a day. But there are so many people, the majority of people do it 0 today, 0 tomorrow, 0 the next day. They plug into all these cool Zooms and they go to all the events and they're on the email pages and they're listening to the calls, but they're taking no action on a daily basis. You should have a habit. This is a business. Have a habit that every single day you're showing your company's business presentation or you're sharing your products with at least one person in your network. That's called being in business and staying in business. And then the fourth habit every single day that I've done my entire 13 years in this business is to continue building a positive mindset and your personal development. Okay, you can achieve this in a number of ways. The books that you read, the videos that you watch, the Zooms that you're jumping on. This is personal development for you right now. Okay, the articles you're reading, the webinars you jump on, the pages you find online, the seminars you attend, the mentors you have, the coaching you pay for. Okay, this is all positive mindset and personal development. What are you doing to do that? That's personal growth is the most important thing in your life. I said immediately work on becoming the person that is deserving to get those goals and get those dreams. What are you doing to develop yourself? A mentor told me when I was brand new in this business, his name was Paul Barrios. One of the first things he said when I met him, as a 25-year-old kid he was 45. He said, Calvin, personal development comes before the fortune. And I thought, man, that's powerful, personal development. I don't ever have personal development. So I got to work on becoming the person that can get that fortune. It's not just going to be handed to me. And I immediately went to work on it like I told you, okay? Those are the 4 habits. Those are the 4 habits. Develop positive habits. And that's how you have massive growth in this business, okay? Making a decision, developing a recruiting mindset, making friends, and developing positive habits. Those 4 things can help you go a long way. Now I want to move on to the topic of leadership. Because leadership is important in this business, especially if you want to build a humongous team. All right, leadership is important, but you have to understand, I've come up with, from my experience, having 13 years in this industry, I've come up with 4 levels of leadership, okay? 4 levels of leadership, you guys. And we have to start from 1 in order to get to 4. You can't skip a level, okay? Because it doesn't matter what your success was before network marketing. When you come here, you're back at square 1. You're back at 0. You're at ground floor, ground level. You have to start from the bottom in order to get to the top, okay? Your past success does not determine where you're going to go in this business. And all that matters is work ethic and passion. If you're missing one or both of those things, you lose. Work ethic or passion, and the willingness to move, the willingness to take action, okay? But we always start at level 1. It's called the student. Level 1 is called the student. That's when you were the sponge. You were the brand new student. Class has started. You said yes to network marketing. You have no idea what to do. You're going to figure it out as you go, but you're listening, you're learning, you're observing, and more importantly, you're self-educated. You're not waiting for your upline to give you the directions or the instructions or the books or the tools. You're not waiting for your company to hand you all the information. If it is to be, it is up to me. Self-education is how I started. I didn't care what I learned during the day. At night, I always spent an hour a night learning on my own, learning about the company, learning about the products, learning about the people behind the products and the company, learning about their stories, learning about the research, okay? Learning about the industry, learning about the successful people, how the compensation plan works, how it really works in depth, how to build solid teams, how to become a leader, right? How to become great at public speaking. It's self-education. I had to figure all those things on my own, but it wasn't hard. And today it's not hard at all. Technology. We are in the age of technology. It's all behind your fingertips and behind your computer screen. You can find anything. The keys are right here. These are the keys. And we all have the keys, okay? You just got to go out and you got to put the key in the lock and unlock the door and open it up to whatever you want to know. Self-education. The student, okay? Plugging in, staying plugged in, getting on the calls, getting on the Zooms, going to the events, never missing events. You lose if you miss events. Why would you buy a business but throw away the instruction manual? The instruction manual is at the events. That is the instruction manual. If you do not go to or attend events, okay, you lose. It's like waking up Christmas morning with your children and putting together their bicycle, and when it's put together, you find 4 screws left off, 4 bolts sitting on the floor. That bike's not really built. It looks like it's built, but it's not. It'll fall apart as soon as she gets on the bike, as soon as he takes his first pedal. All right, you have to understand the instructions, you guys. The student is important. But let me tell you where most people fail. Most people in this business, they stay students for too long, way too long. when I go to the university, when I went to university, I studied criminology and pre-law because I wanted to one day be a district attorney and a judge in the high courts. That was my goal. That was my dream. I would have to start off as a police officer, move to a district attorney, and become a judge one day. I had to go to school to get my degree. Of course, on the first day of school, I wanted to be a judge the second day. That doesn't happen. You have to complete 4 years of school first, Calvin. You have to pass all your classes. You have to get high marks and high grades. And then you have to get your degree. And then it doesn't end yet. You have to move on to police officer, and you have to work there 5, 10 years. And you can move on to district attorney if you're a good police officer. And you have to be a district attorney and prosecute and win cases and help the state defeat the criminals. And then if you're good at that and you get voted by your peers in the community and by the citizens, you can become a judge. But Calvin, it's not going to happen day 2 or day 3 or day 30 or year 1 or year 2. It's not going to happen overnight. Everybody wants it overnight. That's a funny story. Never going to happen. You have to go to work and you have to achieve every level, but you start as a student, okay? And even more importantly, when you learn what you need to learn, immediately, as quick as you can, move to level 2. That's called the action taker. Level 2 is the action taker in leadership, okay? The action taker is the student, right? The student taking action. The student going on to earn income, right? The student costs you money. The action taker makes you money. You're going to have to spend some money at first in any business, in life. This is real life, you guys. But when you move on to action taker, you can start making money. And the action taker is just taking everything they learn and practicing it, putting it into practice in the field, putting it into practice in the field, putting it into practice in the field. They're failing forward. They're learning from their mistakes. Like I told you, they're learning more from their failures than any of their successes. Successes teach you nothing in life. Failures teach you everything. Fail forward is what a friend of mine, Henry Marsh, told me. Fail forward, Calvin. Right? Fail forward, and you have to take action. If you never take action, you will always just remain a student, paying the price as long as you're in this business. I'm here to earn income. I'm here to change my life. I'm here to support my family. I'm here to support my dreams. Take action. That's level 2. And taking action doesn't happen overnight either. You can't just say, I took action for a year. Where's my success? Hand me my diamond pin. No, it doesn't happen like that, okay? Because you'll fall flat on your face if you try to go like that. All right? Taking action. If you guys have ever read the book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers, the CEO of my very first company, Monavie, Dallin Larson, gave me this book for Christmas one year. And in the book, he wrote, to Calvin, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a beautiful time with your family. Read chapter 8. It's called Outliers. It's called 10,000 Hours in this book, Outliers. You're going to love it. And I opened up the book and I read this chapter. It was called Outliers. And in that book, Malcolm Gladwell speaks about the life of a professional. And he says, you should never expect anything in terms of professional results, in terms of income, influence, or recognition, if you haven't put in your 10,000 hours. If you've never put in your 10,000 hours, you shouldn't expect anything. You should continue to work and work and work and take action over and over again, logging in hour after hour after hour. And then he simplified it for me. He said, Calvin, if you really, he said in this book, they said, it was like speaking to me, it said, if you really focus on completing your 10,000 hours, if you put 4 hours into this business every day, 5 days a week for 7 years, at the end of that 7th year, you'll have completed your 10,000 hours. But in network marketing, you're getting paid the entire time you're putting the hours in. That's incredible. And I told myself, man, there's nothing else I could be doing over the next 7 years to be able to give me what this business can give me, to give me the lifestyle I want to accomplish the dreams. There's no job I could take right now and in 7 years get to where I want to get to in this business. There's no company or business I could start right now that in 7 years can take me where I want to go. I'm all in with this business, network marketing. And I went, and I'm telling you guys, of course, my first 8 months, I became the youngest millionaire in my company. What a great story. But I learned a lot. I learned how to empower people instead of doing everything my own. There was a lot I had to learn my first year that I did different my second year. And I sponsored a whole new 40 people my second year, and I empowered people. And then the third year, I learned that, hey, if I want a business that spans around the world, I better start sponsoring a team that looks like the world so I can have an international business. So I learned more for my third year, and I sponsored 40 more people that look like the world, and my business grew. And then the fourth year, I saw that not everybody in this business stays. People leave, and they go to other companies, and they think they can duplicate or reduplicate what they did here. It never happens, by the way, but they left. I had to rebuild a whole new business. And year after year, I did that. But every year, it got stronger. Every year, I learned more. And every year, my business went deeper. And the income came time and time and time and time again like clockwork. I didn't have to pray for it. I could depend on it. That was incredible. But by the end of year 7, just like the book said, that was the magic year. That was when I realized my business will pay me like this for the rest of my life. And here I am, year 13, financially free. I still put people in my business every year. I still try to create diamonds every single year. I still set people on a direction of their dreams every single year. I've never looked back, you guys. right? But I'm telling you, I took action year after year. 7 years I focused on that action. That kills 10,000 hours. And I'm telling you, once I was able to master the skills from taking action, I graduated to level 3. Level 3 is the example. You hit the example level in leadership when you're able to train on the things you've took into practice. You can only train on things you've mastered. You can only train on things you've done. You can only train on the skills that you're great at. You can't just be brand new and start training with something you're not even good at. You have to become the example. Now people are following you. They're not even listening to the words coming out of your mouth more than they're watching the actions you do on the field every single day. That's how people learn in this business. People don't learn from the things you say or the things you teach. They learn from the things you do. And when you become the example, so many people are watching you and following you, and they're influenced by you. They're influenced by not what you say, but what you go and do after you say what you say. When I train, when I motivate, when I mentor, for sure my teammates are watching me. Is Calvin really going to do that? Does Calvin really do what he teaches? Does Calvin really develop more leaders? Does Calvin continue to work? For sure I do. I would never do any of the things. I would never ever say any of the things I say in any of these things if I'm not going to follow it up with action. I'm always about that action. I'm the example. People can watch me to see what to do. People can watch Danien to see what to do. People can watch the leaders on our team to see what to do. That's called leading by example. That is level 3 in leadership, the example. All right? And once you've been the example for long enough and people emulate you over and over and over again, when those people become the example, when those people have mastered the skills, when those people can teach what they're doing, when those people have achieved the success that stays constant and consistent in their business month after month after month, guess what happens? You graduate to level 4, the final level of leadership, and it's called the creator. You've created examples. You've created leaders. You've created duplication in your business. It's the most amazing feeling when you can sit back knowing you never have to do anything again and you'll continue to be paid off the efforts of others. You've put your time and you've invested in people, and now you're being paid back by those people for a lifetime. The gift they give you from your efforts, from all of your investment in them, is the gift they pay you back with their success. That's the level of the creator. That's the 4th level in leadership, and you guys can achieve all levels, but it's not going to happen overnight. 13 years it took me to get here. 13 years it took me to get here. Do you think it was worth it? Hell yes, it was worth it. There's nothing else in the world that can do what this business has done for me. And guess what? You guys have a chance right now. You guys have a chance right now in 2020, during this quarantine, during this time, to fast foot forward your story as much as you can over the next 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months. You can do what you would take you 4 years in this business, you can accomplish in the next 4 or 5 months if you guys really take advantage of this time. But you got to have a mindset. Okay, we're leaving leadership levels, and we're going to close with mindset today, okay? You have to have a big business mindset. This isn't a small business. Like Eric Worre says, most people just play small. They just play small. That's most people in life, right? They want a lottery ticket. They want it just to fall in their lap. They want success to knock on their door. It's not going to happen. You have to have a big business mindset. You have to take the investment you put in this business and treat it like you spent 100 times more or 1,000 times more in this business. You have to treat it just like someone else would do if that were the case in their life. Any person on the outside starting their own business, starting their own traditional business, their brick and mortar business, they can never start those businesses for 200 euro, 500 euro, 1,000 euro, 2,000 euro, 3,000 euro. Never. It's going to cost them 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, 1 million euro to start their business. And guess what? Because they had to make that investment, I guarantee you they're going to sacrifice all their time. They're going to work this business full time every single day. They're going to work more than they would their own job. They're going to work it and work it and work it until they made that initial investment back, and they know it's going to take them 3 to 5 years minimum before they start profiting, before they have the business of their dreams, and they're willing to do it. They're all in. They'll never get discouraged. They understand they're going to have to fail. They understand they're going to have to go out and network to be able to get people to come into their business, to shop in their business, to buy from their business, to support their business. They got to do the same things on the outside we have to do on the inside. But guess what? Our business has none of the headaches. We don't have payroll. We don't have insurance costs. We don't have office leases. Okay. We don't have all of the headaches that traditional businesses have. Okay. We don't have all the overhead and expenses. Like, all we have to do, we don't have to pay for the corporate offices. We don't have to pay for the free trips. We don't have to pay for the promotions or the incentives. We don't have to pay the salaries of a corporate team. All we have to do is make friends and share the plan. Make friends and share the product. Make friends and share the plan. If you can't do that, this business isn't for you. I'm just telling you, this business is like, it's like an elementary business, but you have to treat it like a big business. You have to treat it like a big business. You have to act like whatever you spent on this business, I don't care if it was 199 euro, 499 euro, or 999 euro. You have to pretend you spent 3 zeros more. You have to add 3 zeros to the end of whatever your investment was. As a matter of fact, what you should do is you should take out today a personal checkbook out of the drawer in your home, out of your office. Take out your personal checkbook and write a check out to Jeunesse Global. And write out the amount of money you spent on your startup package and add 3 zeros to the end of that. If you spent 199, it's 199,000. If you spent 499, it's 499,000. If you spent 1,000, it's 1,000,000. All right? And write a check out and sign it. And then put it in a frame and put it on your wall. And every day force yourself to look at that check and work like you invested that much on your business. How hard would you work if you had to do that? That's how you have to treat it. You have to have a big business mindset, a big business mentality. You have to think like a big business. Think of how they treat their business on the outside. You have to treat it like that on the inside. If you treat it like a hobby, it will cost you money. If you treat it like a business, it will make you money. All right? It will make you money. Too many people playing small, too many people treating it like a hobby, too many people paying and having a cost every month in their business when you could be making money by building it and treating it like a business. You have to invest in yourself. Every big business owner outside goes to seminars every single year. Okay, they want to go to their industry events. They want to learn from the leaders in their industry about what they're doing this year to have big business, what new technology they're using to have big business, what techniques and skills they're using to have big, massive growth in that industry. Even business owners outside have to do that. What makes you think you don't have to? You have to do that. Invest in yourself. In personal development comes before the fortune. And then reinvest back into your business. There is no business you can have that revolves around product and never have product. You have to constantly have product coming in and going out, coming in and going out, coming in and going out. That's the business. That's the business. Of course, everybody should be a founder. If you're not a founder, that means you don't think you're going to build a big business. The founder's package, of course, that's a no-brainer. That is having personal ownership in $1 billion company. That is being a shareholder in $1 billion company. You don't want a piece of that? There are 6 ways to get paid in Jeunesse. You don't want a 7th way? You don't want to? I'd pay $10,000 for that 7th way of earning income. I'd pay $100,000 to have ownership in Jeunesse. $1 billion company is going to be $5 billion 10 years from now, $20 billion 20 years from now. I want a piece of that every quarter for the rest of my life. That's what I want. I want to be a founder. And every new person I bring in my business has to be a founder because that's how I know they want to treat it like a business. And that's how I know I want to put my time into those people. Right? I don't care whether you're rich or whether you're poor. Everybody can afford this business. There's no question about it. You could sell something. You can put it on a credit card. You can borrow it. You can work for it. Every way in this business, it's always a possibility to become a founder. There's nobody that should not ever have an excuse on why they can't be. That's the truth about it. I'm telling you how it is today, okay? And you have to make a decision today. Do you want to do this business part-time or full-time? Yes, I know everybody wants to say full-time, but not everybody wants to work it full-time, okay? So I'm just telling you, don't tell me your decision. Tell yourself your decision. Do you want to work this business part-time or full-time? And whatever your decision is, you work your business every single day, okay? There is no business owner that says, oh, I only work my business on Fridays and Saturdays. Oh, I only work my business when people ask me about my company or my products. I only work my business when I feel like it. That's not a business. That's a hobby again. All right? The only difference between full-time and part-time in this business is part-time people work it this much of the day, and full-time people work it this much of the day. That's the only difference. Everybody still works it every day. Why? It's a business. This is a business. It's not a game. It's not a hobby. And the last thing I want to share with you, the big business mindset, is have realistic expectations. The only way you will know what to expect in this business is by going out and taking action, going out and building the team, going out and enrolling people the right way, going out and seeing who's serious. You have to take action. If you don't take action, you never get results. If you take little action, you're always going to get discouraged because you have no results. And the only thing you have to see for your business is what you did, which is nothing. All right? What did I do in order to get realistic expectations? I went out and spoke to people every single day. I went out and shared my plan and shared my products. I worked on myself. And I realized it wasn't easy. Not everybody I spoke to or everybody I shared my products with joined me. When I was brand new, 1 out of 5 people joined me. 1 out of 5 people joined me. Imagine how discouraged I got. Imagine how discouraged someone can get. But then when I went and spoke to another 5, 1 out of 5 joined me again. And when I spoke to another 5, 1 out of 5 joined me again. And when I spoke to another 5, 1 out of 5 joined me again. I didn't look at the 4 that didn't join me. I told myself, Calvin, if you want 1, go talk to 5. Calvin, if you want one more, go talk to 5 more. If you want one more, go talk to 5 more. And the more I kept doing that, the better I got. And my numbers got better. Then it became 1 out of 4 and 1 out of 3. And it just got better and better and better year after year after year. I realized what to expect, and I was able to build a plan around my results. If I measured everything I did, a mentor told me, what can be measured, what can be improved, Calvin? What can be measured can be improved. If you don't measure anything, how can you improve? I started writing down all the people I spoke to before one joined me, all the people I spoke to before one joined me, and I started to get my numbers and my results, and I planned around that. 5, talk to 5 to get 1, talk to 5 to get 1. Well, I want to enroll 3 this month, I talked to 15. I built my calendar around that, and then I realized another level of expectations. What I realized was crazy about this business is I thought that everybody who joined me in this business wanted to really do this business. I thought that everybody who said yes to joining me in Jeunesse was going to take it seriously. Never the case. Never the case. I don't care where you live around the world. We are all human beings. Not everybody wants to work. Not everybody wants to make money. Not everybody cares about their future. Not everybody really is serious when they tell you they're serious. But what I did learn was what to expect. 1 out of every 10 people I enrolled in my business treated this business like a business. They went to the events. They were on the Zooms. They were plugged in. They were calling me and telling me their goals. I was holding them accountable. 1 out of 10. Okay? 5 out of 10, I realized would not be here 90 days from now. They would not be here 60 days from now, or even maybe 3 weeks from now. Half are going to quit, always. Didn't discourage me. I knew that 1 was serious. I had to sponsor 10 to find the 1. Sponsor 10 more to find the 1. Sponsor 10 more to find the 1. 1 will change your life. 1 on the left and 1 serious person on the right will change your life. It will change your income. And you do it again. Sponsor 10 over here and sponsor 10 over here. Find 1 more and 1 more. Changes your life, changes your income. You keep leveling up and leveling up and leveling up in this business. You don't have to stop. You keep going. What else I realized out of the 10 was that 4 of the 10, they're not super serious, but they're not going anywhere either. They're here for the community. They're here for the leadership. They're here for the mentorship. They're here for the events. They're here to hang out with you. They're here because they love the products. Those people are just as equally as important as the 1. I'm telling you, those are the masses. That's the majority of my team. That's the team that I love on. All those people, right? And that's what I realized. So what did I do? I went and spoke to 5 to find 1 more, 5 to find 1 more. And when I got 10, I found the 1. And then I found the 4. And then I said goodbye to the 5. And I built my business based on the numbers. I built my business based on the results. That's how this thing works. And I focused on that. And in 8 months, I became the youngest millionaire in my company. My goal was to sponsor 40 people my first year. I sponsored 37. 37, right? Half of the 37 became executives. That's it, just half. And they were here just for the community, right? Half became executives, half quit. Well, guess what? 4 of the 37 treated it like a business. And when I was out there, and when I had 4 people out duplicating what I was doing every night, our team grew to 4,000, and I became the youngest millionaire in my company. And that is what showed me it worked. That's what showed me the method to all this madness. That's what showed me how results are powerful. And what did I do? I duplicated that year too, okay? I remember every single year, this is what I do, okay? And take notes on this, okay? This is what I do. Every year I write down, Calvin, you will sponsor 40 people this year. Okay, I put it in writing because I want to tell myself what I'm going to do, what I'm capable of, what my responsibility is. Calvin Beccera, you will sponsor 40 people this year. I do this every single year. And then I simplify it because it's all mindset, right? And I say, okay, 40 people a year. Make it sound simpler, Calvin. Come on, make it sound like you're going to do this thing. Go all in. Okay, Calvin, let me simplify it for you. You will sponsor 40 people in the next 365 days. Wow, that's easy. 365 days, and all I have to do is sponsor people in 40 of them? Dude, who cannot do that? If this were a job, I'd be fired if I didn't do something like that. If this were a job, I'd have to sponsor probably 400, okay? 1 person a day if this were my job, or I'd get fired. 40 people in 365 days. Okay, and then I simplified it again. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break that long-term goal down into quarters now. Let's break the year into quarters. Okay, Calvin, if it's quarters, you will sponsor 10 people every quarter. That's your goal. 10 people every quarter, Calvin, okay? Okay, Calvin, that is 10 people every 90 days. So in a 90-day period, you have to sponsor in 10 of them. 80, you can go take a vacation. You can go to a training. You can mentor your team. You can find new prospects. You can meet new people. But 10 of those days, you're going to sponsor 10 people. Okay, great. I wrote that down. Okay, I got this now. I got this. Okay, let's break it down again. Let's break that middle term goal. Let's break it down to a smaller goal. Okay, guess what? Every 30 days, if you want to sponsor 40 people a year, every 30 days you have to sponsor 3. I'm like, whoa, I can do this now. 30 days, sponsor 3. Well, so in 30 days, all I have to do is enroll someone in my business 3 of those days. Yep. 3 of those days. Okay, Calvin, how do you do that? You already told yourself. You've done this business long enough, Calvin. Go speak to 5 to sign up 1 this week. Go speak to 5 to sign up 1 next week. Go speak to 5 to sign 1 up the 3rd week. Hey, but you know what? You've been in this for 13 years. It's not 1 out of 5 anymore. It's 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3. Those are my numbers today. Speak to 2 or 3 this week to sign up 1. Speak to 2 or 3 next week to sign up 1. Speak to 2 to 3 the 3rd week and sign up 1. Your month is done. You completed your goal. Do that every month. That has been my goal for the last 13 years. Sponsoring 40 people a year to find my 4. Sponsoring 10 people every quarter to find the 1. 10 people quarter 2 to find the 1. 10 people quarter 3 to find the 1. 10 people quarter 4 to find the 1. Every year, 4 people. 4 people just want to treat it like a business. They're not going to go diamond overnight. Maybe in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years, in 7 years, they'll be matured. I'll never have to worry about them again. But 4 people out of the 40. That's all I'm looking for is the 4. They are life-changing. But if you stop building your business, if you stop looking for results, if you manage the team that got you to where you are, you will always lose. All right? 95% of the business today that got me to where I am today, okay, are people I didn't even know when I joined network marketing. The people that got me to where I got to my first months in network marketing, almost 100% of them are gone. Why? I wasn't a good leader yet my first year. I had success, but I didn't know leadership from anything. I developed myself, and every year my business got stronger. Every year, the people in my business, the quality went up. Every year, my leadership went up. Every year, I was able to retain more people. Every year, the leaders loved me and wanted to trust me and never wanted to leave our team. We're like a family. It just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. But have realistic expectations. Have realistic expectations. Go take action. Measure your results and use those to empower yourself and fuel you for your business. You can achieve anything in this business if you make a decision. And if you immediately go to work on becoming the person that is deserving on getting those things. So again, I appreciate you guys today. I'm all out of energy now. I gave it all to you guys. I gave you everything in my being right now. And I appreciate you, Danien, for getting me on the line today to speak in your team's lives. And I love you, bro. I think the world of you. Man, you're one of my mentors too, bro. You know, you're a brother to me, and I just I get empowered as you get empowered. Like the stronger you get, the stronger I get, man. That's what it is. We feed off each other. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the entire team who's tuned in.
Calvin, honestly, I got to say a few words here, okay? I was just on my phone texting to every single person that you're absolutely destroying this Zoom call. Like I said it like a German right now. You're absolutely destroying this Zoom call. Dude, I love it. Like this, I'm so happy this recording button is on. Like you can't even imagine, because I'm going to make a big deal about this one. This was incredible, guys. I hope everybody was taking notes and everybody was feeding off that energy. And, you know, here we have a guy that is not only a believer in network marketing, that is not only someone that had massive success. No, he's someone who worked it, who built it, who rebuilt it, who put the energy in again and again and again. And, you know, it's been a long time when Calvin and I, we were meeting at his house in Corona, and we were looking at each other's eyes, and he said, okay, here's the deal. Whatever happens, we're going to do this together. Whatever happens, we're going to do this together. There is no one ever that's going to break this bond. And this is the type of commitment, by the way, guys, that I make to all of you as well. Right now, this is going to be our masterpiece in our lives. This team, Unity Global, this business that we're building right now is going to be the biggest and greatest achievement that we'll ever have, and the vehicle that we'll bless more people's lives with than we've ever done. But we got to work on ourselves really, really hard, and there's a lot of lessons we have to learn. And Calvin, I have one single question for you just in closing out of this evening tonight, because I want to tell you something what we're doing right now in this team right now in this month of April. As we're having the founders, I know you talked about it, and I know I love your mindset about investing and your mindset of, thinking bigger. And it's funny how in the beginning people are like, oh, I don't want to spend any money on my business, right? But then later, as you get it, you actually want to spend money in it because it's growing faster if you do so, right? And very specific, here's what we're promoting this month.